Welcome back to A Real Pain, the movie podcast where two generations clash it out to decide whether or not their movies deserve to be considered a classic or not. I'm Matthew, a Gen Zer.
And I'm John, a millennial.
And today, I brought TMNT, the 2007 movie, for John to watch for the very first time. Ooh, all right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Actually, TMNT, to be exact. I'm surprised that was the title of the movie.
Yeah, so I'm assuming, being a millennial that you are, you
Guilty.
grew up, guilty as charged,
Yeah.
you grew up with the live-action bodysuit movies that
Yes.
came out in the 80s.
Which were incredible.
Okay, even the third one?
So I only remember that as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
But that's one of those movies that I've been really, it's similar to like when we reviewed Mortal Kombat.
Oh, sure.
Because I loved that movie as a kid.
Mhm.
And then I was like, there's no way it aged well. And then it actually surprisingly aged pretty decent.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous about the third live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie because I've heard that it was bad
that
when
one
it came
specifically, yeah, it didn't age well, apparently.
Well, I heard it was bad when it came out.
Oh, dang. Okay.
But I could be wrong because I was a kid and I had loved it.
Right. No, it's cool too, because I remember watching this movie in 2007 and then thinking like, man, these turtles are freaking awesome. And then so I watched the 1990s version, and I also thought they were cool as a kid. I haven't rewatched them since, so be interested to see if those hold up at all. But yeah, I actually didn't watch this in theaters when it came out, but I was able to watch it 2 months on a DVD before everybody else did. So long story short, one of my dad's friend's son went on a high school trip to China, super random, somehow got a bootleg version of the DVD, came back with it, and he was like, I got the movie on DVD already. And I felt so cool
That is pretty
watching
cool,
that
actually.
movie.
Yeah. I mean, now that this is out in the world, you're definitely going to get flagged.
They're coming for me now.
It's a pretty fun story, yeah.
It's like 21 years later.
Yeah.
They're like, that's where that went.
Fun little pirating story.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't do it. I just watched it.
We're probably going to cut, but I'm going to share it with you guys. I lived with my college roommate. He legally downloaded everything. And so
like someone else.
I don't down.
She streams
She
it illegally.
streams.
She doesn't download.
Yes.
Nothing physically is downloaded. So anyways, he always had like the newest best movies. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I download Superman Returns.
Oh no.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember that, but it was Brandon Routh was Superman for one movie.
That was the early 2000s, wasn't it? It sounds familiar. Yeah.
And so my roommate comes in and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, God, guess what? It's been, because we had slow internet. It's been 2 days.
Oh my God.
But I finally downloaded Superman Returns. He's like, all right, let's take a look. So it opens up on this like Japanese building. And I'm like, what is this?
Oh no.
Yeah, I had downloaded a weird porno.
And that's the risks you take.
Yeah, it's a risk.
downloading.
And that was honestly the last time I ever illegally.
Oh,
so
no.
if that's the government's ploy to get people to stop downloading
It
it,
worked.
it worked.
Oh man, that reminds me of those old like PSA things that would go on DVDs at the very beginning. It's like, you wouldn't download a car, would you? Or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was you, man.
Yeah. There's you haven't seen the show IT Crowd?
No.
I'm gonna get you guys to start watching it, but they do a fake PSA. And I'll show it to you after the pod. But
Interesting.
It's I think of that every time somebody streams or pirates something.
All right. Well, yeah, 2007. I remember as
Young Matthew.
a young boy. I didn't see it in theaters, but I could not escape this movie. Like the branding that they did for this, absolute insanity, to the point where, like, you know, obviously they had the McDonald's toys, but in elementary school, we did the Valentine's Day thing where you handed out Valentines to everybody in their like Valentine's Day basket. All of my Valentines were TMNT themed.
Hell
Thought
yeah.
that was super awesome.
Was this a box office success then?
Based off the branding, they made it seem like it, but I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. As a young lad, I'm like, obviously this is a box office hit, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So in context of the newer TMNT films, have you seen any of those?
No, so this movie came out right before Nickelodeon bought them out. Because I remember there was a TV show in like the 2010s that went for a pretty long time. I watched a little bit of that, and then after that, I just kind of fell off the franchise.
Okay.
So I haven't seen the newest one yet, but I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. My daughter really likes it.
Okay.
And so I was like, I wonder if she's going to like this one.
Yeah, she watched it with you, didn't she?
She watched it with me. So it's always fun. And it's also hilarious because the way I described to her what I have to do is watch a movie for work. And so and now she knows that she can get me to watch a movie. And obviously some she can't watch.
Right.
But she'd be like, Daddy, do we need to watch a movie for work tonight? Because she just wants to watch a movie.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, she's not watching True Lies with you.
That I'm okay with.
Actually, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great role model there.
Yeah, exactly. So 2007, you would have been how old?
I would have been 6, so still in elementary school.
Yeah, and you're pirating movies. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I just
My
held it.
dad's friend's son did.
Yeah, okay.
He put it in. I didn't touch it. I just happened to be there in the room when he played it. And watched the whole thing 2 months earlier than I should have.
Oh my gosh. Some of these are going to be hilarious because if you're watching it, it's cut back to us and we're just bright red. And you're like, what? Were they laughing? What happened? It's like, yeah, well, we made jokes.
Some of these jokes are not making it in for sure.
Yeah. So 2007, young Matthew. What else was going on in that time frame?
Dude, I just remember this was an era where I feel like they took well-known franchises and then rebooted them, but it was almost like after all of the quote-unquote main events happened. So a good example would be the Scooby-Doo movie that came out in 2002. It references all of their old adventures that they went on, but now the gang's all split up and they gotta get back together so they can solve this new crime.
Yes. So here's my question for you. Then were you familiar with the lore before watching this?
Yeah. So like I said, I watched this, thought it was super cool.
Okay.
Then watched the 90s ones.
Okay. So you almost went backwards because in this movie, they start out of the gate saying they already defeated Shredder, which obviously we'll get into it a little bit later, but I really was like, this is refreshing actually, because I think Shredder tends to be like the Joker.
Oh, it's like
of bad guys, of everybody, every version has to have him. And so the fact that they did a different story was really fun for me.
No, honestly, as a kid, that made me want to watch the older movies even more because I was like, who's the Shredder guy they're talking about? And then even now, watching again, I thought it was cool that they referenced all that old stuff, but this is a brand new story in a way.
Yeah. I would love to go back and see if the old 90s cartoons are available to stream somewhere, because that's what they were on after school. So just to circle back real quick on a little childhood story. I remember, so now that I have kids, the things that my daughter specifically says to me, that's just so obviously not true. I'm like, how did you think you were going to get away with this? There was one time I remember we had an old black and white TV in my parents' room. We had a color TV in the living room, but black and white in their room. I wasn't allowed to watch TV after school, but that's when Ninja Turtles, the cartoon, was on.
No.
So I would watch it in this black and white TV, volume down. And I remembered one time my mom walked in and I punched the off button on the TV because it was like a pull switch.
Oh, interesting.
Punched that in, just jumped and laid on the floor. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just taking a nap." I'm just trying to take
Right
a
in front
nap.
of the TV.
Just on the floor. And I'm like, now I'm thinking back and I'm like, I was so dumb.
But I bet you thought you were so smart in the moment.
I mean, she opened the door and I was in midair. so it was so obvious that I was watching TV.
That is amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we get into our initial ratings?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What do you got for the people, Tabby, while we write these down?
Yeah,
I
what do you have
got-
to say?
Come on, like, subscribe if you think this content resonates with you.
I was
You
more
know?
confident.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Please.
Please,
I May we have some more likes, please.
Okay. Matthew, don't look.
Okay. John's rating is a 7.1.
Oh no, Tabby. Tabby, is
That
that,
was an-
higher or
That
lower
was an
than yours?
interesting response. I don't know how to read that one.
Tabby,
That
how
was pretty good, Tabby.
What was yours? Was yours higher or lower than mine?
Lower.
Really? By how many points? Can you just
Not a lot.
just like
Not
one?
a lot. Okay. Ready?
One-ish? Okay.
Close your eyes. Okay, here's mine.
Matthew's rating is a 6.5, but as
Alright.
a kid, he rated it
I'm
as a
locked
10.
in. We're so locked in.
Why don't you tell us a synopsis of this movie?
Oh yeah, we're still doing this. I'm joking.
I mean, I'm guessing a majority of our audience has not seen this movie.
All right, so if you haven't watched the movie yet, so like we kind of alluded to earlier, this movie takes place after Shredder is done. So the main group of turtles, Leo, Raph, Donnie, and Mikey, are all kind of in different places. Leo is on a leadership journey in Latin America, which I thought was interesting, but I guess that's where you learn to be a leader, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's where like most business owners, if they want to become a leader, they go there.
I should have known.
No. Nope.
And you find out in like the very intro that Lawrence Fishburne narrates, which I thought was freaking sweet.
But only the beginning and the very end.
That's all you need. He's
That's
a man of
just the
few
bookends.
words. Yep.
He's the bookend of
And that left an impact.
yes.
He explains that 3,000 years ago, there's a big war going on, and this main general leader, he figured out a way to open a portal that gave him eternal life, but turn all of his buddies into stone. And that happened 3,000 years ago, but it unleashed monsters on the world that are still here. So then we flash forward back to the present day. We find out Raph is now a vigilante at night called the Night Watcher. Donnie is an IT phone person, which I thought that was pretty funny.
It's a classic.
And then Mikey is doing kids' birthday parties. And then we also find out that Casey and April like gathering these artifacts for this head honcho at a business named Mr. Winters. And you eventually find out that he is the warrior, the eternal warrior from earlier. And so everybody's kind of entangled in this plot to try and stop these monsters and also stop the Stone Guardians.
If you were the one that pitched this movie to the studios, I would have signed.
Okay.
I think that was a great, not only was that a good summary, but I'm like, was this movie better than I thought? Like, was it better? Was it better?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I like hit 80% of it. I hit enough because there's so many subplots going on.
Well, and you mentioned that Mr. Winters, the bad guy, was like noticeable right away because in the beginning shot, it's just this massive shoulders and just he is clearly skipped leg day.
Yup.
And then you see him again and it's like, oh, 3,000 years later, he's still skipping leg day.
Still skipping leg day. He hasn't learned his lesson. Which, can I say that intro war scene looked pretty dope.
Yeah. So I didn't do enough research to look into any of what I'm about to say. But what my initial thought when I watched this was like, wow, the animation is rough. It aged rough.
The humans specifically.
Humans specifically kind of reminded me a little bit of a B movie with Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know if you remember that movie, but
okay.
It was
also Over the Hedge-ish. The humans
Over the Hedge, I would never, ever blaspheme against and say anything bad about that movie.
I mean, it's a great movie, but the humans looked a little uncanny.
So I'm unfamiliar with like what other animated films were happening around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that I really appreciated about this movie was it seemed like they did more with like camera movements and like going in and out of like the grand scales of things, especially like at the Turtles main fight scene, like at the end, I'm like, this is actually like pretty good action.
Yeah, the way they rigged like the quote unquote cameras, they kind of did it in a way that it made it look like how they would do it in real life.
Yeah, so I'm like,
cool.
this is like, you could almost just take this plot, like this exact movie, and just give it a facelift.
Yeah, I think almost everything besides the humans held up okay. I think the turtles themselves, though, they looked pretty good. I think it helped that they weren't humans.
Yeah. Humans, they didn't get right until probably like mid 2010s, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
okay, John, I'm going to guess your favorite scene.
Okay.
Because if it's not this scene, there's no reason it shouldn't be.
Okay.
I think your favorite scene is the Raph and Leo fight scene.
It's tied for first.
Really?
My other, that is my favorite scene.
Okay.
Because I'm like, this is really well done. There's different camera shots where like it zooms out and then it's like looking through like the neon sign and you can see like them fighting. I'm like, this is sick. Like and I was like, how did they come up with some of these moves? Did they do mocap stuff? So yes. And it like built up to this high tension moment. So I love that. My favorite scene, in addition to that one, is early on when Michelangelo's skateboarding home.
Oh, through the sewers?
And he's skateboarding through the sewers. Because like Michelangelo has always been the party one, and they show him on his skateboard, but they never have. I've never seen anything that like quite showed off the grand scope of the
like living in the sewers. Yeah, for sure.
And then like how much you could actually incorporate like a skateboard.
Oh, I know. That scene made me so jealous as a kid. And I was like, I want to ride my skateboard through the sewers. Why can't I do this?
Yeah. So, but you are right. I mean, I thought the Raphael, Leonardo, the whole tension was really good.
Yeah.
And
not
built
only,
up to that
only
point.
like the buildup, I think specifically like Leo and Raph, I felt like they were the best developed characters in this movie. Everybody else was kind of didn't have a huge amount of development, but specifically those two I felt got really good treatment as far as development goes. And then that fight, just all the tension builds up to there, and it just looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like the rain starts going and you can see how the light is reflecting off of their skin, and like the fight moves are super cool. Coolest fight scene in that movie, and dare I say, coolest in the franchise.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't seen the new one, I don't know if you can top that.
Yeah, the new one is good. I don't know how much fighting is in it like this. Because the newer version, they do a lot of Master Splinter learned all of the karate from like VHSs.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
like,
cool.
Yeah. So there is fighting in it, but I don't know that it's not like this.
It's not epic.
It's not epic. See,
because they're like actual teenagers in the new one, right?
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess there is fighting. There's a couple scenes that stick out. So I did misspeak there. But this one felt more like what you would expect from a movie.
Sure.
In terms of like how they planned out the shots and stuff like that.
Yeah, specifically that shot where they're shooting through the neon sign and you can see them fighting behind it. I was like, why? They went unbelievably hard just for that one fight sequence.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if like 25% of the budget went into that, because I felt like the animation looked better too, specifically during that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably like I could just see a meeting of like, okay, who wants what? And then like the really good animators are like, we call the fight scenes.
Yep. That one's mine.
Yep. The interns, they can have the speaking parts.
Yeah. Speaking of Raph, dude, his intro music when he's the Night Watcher, so cool.
Not only that Night Watcher outfit is sick.
Yeah. So I feel like this movie is just like they took the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise and we're like, let's just drench this in older brother core aesthetic. So if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like the aesthetic that it was like late 90s and early 2000s of just like you're a gamer guy, you like Mountain Dew and eating pizza and playing video games and listening to yeah, for real. And listening to what did I write? Oh yeah, Linkin Park.
Oh yeah.
Like if you were a young boy during that era, like this was made for you.
Yeah, I would agree. Because I wasn't watching this movie for sure, because this 2007, I would have turned 21 or around there. So definitely not thinking about this kid's movie, but
yeah,
also like I could see if I were in high school or middle school when it came out.
For sure.
It would have been core for sure.
Yeah. Middle school, elementary. If you thought you were like the cool, edgy kid, this was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie for you.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. All right, so I'm going to guess your favorite scene. I think that my first guess was the Leo and Raph showdown. So since you already guessed that, I'm just going to maybe pick your second favorite.
Yeah, because that's my top scene for sure.
Okay, and I wrote that down that was your favorite part. I'm going to guess that it's when they're finally all working together and they're fighting the main monsters and they kick all of them into the portal. Just looked so cool.
That did look pretty sick. Yeah, specifically during that scene, Master Splinter joins them, which I don't remember in the 90s him really joining them in any fights.
No, he dies right away.
Oh, really?
He dies in the first one.
I thought he was in the second movie. Man, it's been a long time if I don't remember that. That's crazy.
I take that back. He didn't die. There's a part where he gets the crap beaten out of him, who beats the crap out of a rat,
Not a
giant
good guy.
rat. And he goes and he visits the brothers over a campfire. Is like a spirit, and he's talking to them, and I think he's giving them a speech about working together. So I interpreted that as him dying, but I actually
pulling a little Yoda action.
Yeah, I actually think that he is, because I remember him being in The Secret of the Ooze, and I don't remember if he's in the time travel one.
Yeah, that one is like completely out of my memory. I don't remember that one at all.
I just remember they wore samurai stuff.
Yeah, which is at the very end when his like little den of like old memorabilia.
Dude, Matthews.
I'm killing it. No, it's in like Splinter's room where all of his memorabilia. That's a hard word.
It is.
That.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, I don't remember ever seeing Master Splinter like actually fight. So it was so cool seeing him kick a bat back into the portal and be like, I still got it.
Yeah, he does. There's a couple scenes like that, I think, in the newer animated one where he kicks a little butt.
Okay.
So
yeah, I need to watch that new one.
It's pretty good. Mary will watch it with you probably.
All right. Swap TMNT movies.
Would you like to take a stab at my least favorite scene? I am willing to bet money that you're not going to guess it.
This is my only guess because you mentioned it in the work group chat last night about how April's she wore a very culturally appropriated suit to the final battle.
Well, it was like she just couldn't stop talking about where she got it. She's like,
I like my suit. I got it from
Japan.
Yeah. She said that was 50% Donald Trump voice. I got it from Japan.
Was I close or no?
No, actually I was just joshing around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just making a funny. You're not going to guess. Do you want to guess? Do you want to see?
Your least favorite?
Yeah, it has. I'll give you a hint.
Uh-huh.
It has something to do with like an editing thing.
Oh, an editing thing.
Boy.
And you've put these in videos that we've made before.
Is it titles? The motion titles? You hated those?
Oh, you
Of
didn't
the
like
names.
the little intro titles?
I'm like,
What an of the age thing to do, though.
I was like, I know who this is. Everybody watching this movie knows who that is. Stop putting their name on the screen.
I mean, I didn't know who it was in 2007.
You should have.
I didn't, though.
But they didn't need to do it that way.
No, they didn't. That's fair. No, that's a very fair take.
It's kind of just read like, hey, dummy.
This is who this is.
This is who this is. And this is who this is. Like, we know that. And you're going to say their names. We know that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, least favorite scene.
All right. What do you think mine was?
I think your least favorite scene.
I'll give you a
Okay.
hint. It's a culmination of different scenes.
Here's the thing. This one was really hard for me to identify one.
Okay.
As a favorite
Interesting.
I mean, is it tough for you when we review a movie that I watched when I was 6, like a zillion times? You're like, I don't want to. Like, I like the name. Honestly, like that only thing that like really took me out of the movie was like the name thing, and it's so minuscule that I was like, I don't even know where to begin on like guessing a least favorite scene for you.
Okay. Interesting. You want me to just give it away?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I will say, and I don't know if this has anything to do with your least favorite scenes, is like, I felt like the Raphael thing, in this movie, he is exactly like he is in the first and second one, which I don't know if that's a pro or a con necessarily, but I'm like, God, Raph is always on a tear.
Yep.
And like, so I don't know if it has anything to do with like Raphael's story of like him being frustrated. I don't know.
No, honestly, the things that really made me groan throughout this movie is just the corny one-liners they were throwing all the time.
That's what they're known for.
Not them though specifically. Like random characters. Like Casey at one point, he was like, I thought Girl Scouts were pushy. And it's when they're in the middle of the monster trying to get through the door.
Yep.
Then he goes, this is Casey to Raphael. He goes, you sure know how to show a girl a good time. What the, huh?
It's a banger line.
And then when Casey gets his mask back from April, she makes him a new one, and she just goes, you can't go trick-or-treating without your mask.
That line was brutal.
It made no sense at all.
Yeah, I give you that. Honestly, but though, like what we're talking about though, about like the production value and like the fight scenes and like the thing that makes me forgive it a little bit is it seemed like they were really trying to make like an action movie, but not live action.
Yeah, no, I agree. Real quick, can I give you the one line that really rubbed me the wrong way?
Okay, yes.
Worse than all the ones I just said.
Okay.
So it's during the final battle scene, and Leo gets knocked back into a bunch of swords, and he puts them all on his back.
Oh, I did hate that.
And he goes, come to daddy. I did not need to hear Leonardo say that. I never need to hear that again. I wish I could erase that from my memory.
He didn't even use any of the
No,
swords.
he didn't use any of them.
He's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the hell is he possibly going to do with all these swords? Because he doesn't even use the 2 that he has.
Nope. And you know what?
What would I have to do to just see Leonardo cut up some guys?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to blame that line on Harvey Weinstein, because I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I did.
The Weinstein Company made this movie.
Oh, yeah. That's what I
really
should have guessed your
sad.
least favorite part was.
Seeing that logo
I'm
come
going to
up.
guess your least favorite part is that it was produced by a pedophile.
Yeah, it's not great. But it hurts knowing that, like, he had his grubby hands on a bunch of, like, movies that I grew up watching.
Oh, my gosh. Sorry, kids.
Although, honestly, the only other real problem I had with the movie is I felt like the final battle sequence wasn't nearly as cool as the Raphael and Leo fight. I thought that had like the most tension, the most cool actual action shots and movements they were doing. I don't remember seeing any really cool movements that they did that was to the same level as that fight scene.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Wish it was a little longer, a little cooler.
I will have to say, Patrick Stewart voices Winters, and this has got to be one of the best voice acted villains. I mean, I would imagine that people would guess that he would do that really well. Yep. But it was kind of funny because like he just did such a good job that it kind of like made everybody just okay. Yep. in my opinion.
No, for sure. And I don't know if you also noticed this during the final battle scene. So it's right before they get into Winter's big tower, and it's a bunch of Foot Clan soldiers in the front, which, side note, I thought it was pretty cool that they still involved them in this movie, even though Shredder wasn't a thing anymore.
I really did appreciate that because it does show that they're still around. And then they do kind of set it up for like another movie, which I appreciated.
Yeah, and then it never came through
because
Nick bottomed out.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
They had to go on their Spiderwick Ninja Turtles series of unfortunate events bender.
I mean, it was banger after banger. But anyway, so during the middle of the fight scene, so they're fighting through all these Foot Clan soldiers. They get to the other side of all of them. And so like soldiers are here. They're right here. Tower's over here. One of them throws a smoke bomb down, and they're all just standing there watching him throw the smoke bomb down. Like, why are you guys not chasing after them?
Yeah, the smoke bomb sequences were a little funny.
Yeah.
Especially because Raphael, was he doing them bad on purpose?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because like on the rooftop, doesn't he do that with Casey, and then it just like shows him like running away?
Yeah, but he didn't warn Casey. I think that's why.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Speaking of those two, that was another thing I appreciated about this movie. I feel like we haven't seen... I got something on my face?
No, I'm itching my forehead.
Oh, I see.
Leave it in.
That was another relationship I feel like we hadn't seen in other movies before, was that bond between Casey and Raphael. I thought that was pretty dope. Like they're the two late night loner type guys.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm trying to remember if they had a relationship in the...
Yeah, I don't. It's been so long. I personally don't remember it, but that was a thing I appreciated in this movie.
They do have, yeah, because I think Raphael keeps sneaking out in the first one and bumps into Casey, and they start to become friends a little bit. So.
Oh, that's cool. So it kind of expanded on that almost.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I will say, like, it's interesting, like, and I know it's a little bit different because this one was an animated one, but like, there's whoever plays like the people characters in these movies have always like stuck with me. So like you see them throughout your entire life of like they're in random stuff and you're like, that's Casey Jones.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy in this. Casey Jones would never do this. Yep. It's just like they are that character because of the first. Anyways, just core memories.
Yeah. Also besides the turtles themselves, the cast for this, weirdly stacked.
Weirdly stacked,
like
for sure.
Chris Evans as Casey, didn't remember that, wasn't expecting that.
But also it would have been 2007, which he was just starting out, I feel like.
Okay. Yeah, when did Scott Pilgrim come out? Because I felt like that kind of
I think that was
catapulted him. Was that 2009?
I think that was later. The first thing that I've seen Chris Evans in, and I think I've mentioned it on the pod before, was a movie called Not Another Teen Movie. Which was a parody of all teen movies.
There was Fantastic Four too.
Yeah, we would have to get some date.
Yeah, we need some data.
Some data. But I mean, this would have been early on when he was making a name for himself. So
yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, really, my biggest grievance is just the amount of unnecessary one-liners. But the one that actually made me laugh, though, this is at the very end. Raphael gives Splinter his old Night Watcher helmet. He's like, I'm done with this. Like, you can have it. And then it like shows Mikey and he's like, should I get rid of this too? And it's the helmet that he was wearing to all the kids' birthday parties.
Yeah, that one got me. That was a great joke.
Yeah.
Also, was Shredder, did they kill Shredder? Was Shredder dead in this movie?
I mean, his helmet was on the plaque, so.
If you killed your arch nemesis,
would you keep their helmet?
Would you keep their helmet?
I think so. That's kind of awesome.
Okay. It's good to know. You would just have it on a shelf.
Sure. Display it to, in case anybody else tries to mess with me. This is what happens right here, buddy.
Okay.
What about you?
That's I don't kill.
I mean, I'm also not
kill.
I'm not a mutant rat, so I don't, you know.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that, I don't think. But also, like, if the cops show up and they're like, "Hey, did you kill so and so?" I'm like, "No."
No,
like
throws a
it's
blanket.
like it's like, yeah, what, like you have like his helmet up here. It was a gift.
He gave that to me. He wanted me to have it before he died.
Yeah. This is a parting gift. And then just frame the murder weapon too.
He wanted me to have that too.
We should probably get into our final ratings.
Yeah, I think so. Let's get
Okay.
into it.
While we're writing this down, we have a special voice note from my daughter.
It came through.
Who watched the movie with me last night, and I said if she just thought it was okay, 5 out of 10. And if she thought it was the best movie ever, 10 out of 10. So we'll see what she says here.
Hey, Daddy. The movie was the best. Rank 10. Love you. Bye, her.
No way. A 10 out of 10.
My 8-year-old daughter gave it a 10 out of 10.
Kid review. That's amazing. I love that so much.
Okay, so quick fun facts. I don't
Tabby
think I can.
hated it. By
I
the way.
cannot top that voice note. That was so cute. It's the cutest thing ever.
Okay.
Matthew trying to
It was okay.
ruin things here. Fun facts.
Okay, fun facts. Let's
Okay.
go.
Speaking of Over the Hedge, this was the second fully CGI film to be based off of a comic strip. And this is after Over the Hedge. That was the first one.
Yeah, Over the
Yeah.
Hedge used to be a comic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know why.
That was awesome.
I don't know why my face did that.
Yeah. And the
Pulling a
next
Mikey over here.
the next fully CG film after that would be Big Hero 6,
Okay.
which was 7 years
Very
later.
sad.
Interesting.
It's a very sad movie.
It is a sad movie.
So sad. The voice actor for Master Splinter, his name is Mako.
Mako, yeah.
Mako. So he was announced as the voice of Splinter in San Diego the day before he died. But at that point, they'd already done all his acting parts. And you might also, do you guys know his other films?
Well, I know he was Uncle Iroh in Last Airbender.
Yes. He's also Aku in
Yeah,
Samurai Jack.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched
Yeah.
that.
No,
No.
I need to get on
But
that.
like he has like the perfect voice to be that old mentor.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
great casting choice.
And in fact, Kevin Monroe said he'd rather recast someone else entirely instead of trying to find someone who sounds like him because he's the one who sounds the best as himself.
Yeah.
Agree.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm glad they were able to get him before he passed. That's awesome.
It was his last film too
Dang.
before he passed. So in the director's commentary, apparently in one of the early drafts of the scripts, Raphael was supposed to briefly die before he's brought back to life by Donatello using like the magic, but then they scrapped that.
Because that's the plot of the first one.
Is it really?
Is it? Did he die?
He basically goes into like a coma.
Oh,
And he kind of does in this movie too, because
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like a little, I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. The dynamic between the two were good in this movie,
Mhm.
but I'm like, you already kind of did this, but obviously I know it's for like a new generation. So, you know,
different
it's
stakes.
yeah, well, it's the first time my daughter was seeing it so I'm like, I
Yeah.
Mhm.
just can't, I got to get off that high horse, you know?
Yeah.
I've already seen this.
All right.
All right.
Final review.
Final
That all?
reveals,
Thank you, Tabby, for the fun facts.
You're welcome.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Wait, what was the 7.1?
I don't know.
All right,
That was why I made the reaction.
I was like,
that's
so
hilarious.
7, a little extra.
Dang.
The fact that I gave it higher than you is wild to me.
Yeah, I gave it final
I think
review
I'm
a
too generous
7,
on the numbers.
and you gave a 7.5. Well, honestly, you bumped me up because I wasn't expecting you to like it as much as you seemed to like it.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
And I
Honestly,
bumped it up for Mary too, because that's what
I
it's all
mean,
about.
it was really fun watching it with her. Got to watch more Ninja Turtles stuff with her. Yeah, overall it was a good time. Honestly, the animation was rough, but you remember that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it gets a pass because it was actually amazing.
Well, I wish they took all the effort that they did for that one fight scene and kind of spread it out a little bit more. Because there's some moments where like they're jumping and it just looks really stiff. And just polish it up a little bit.
Just a scotch.
But yeah, I thought it was, other than that and the constant one-liners, thought it held up pretty decent.
Yeah.
Not the greatest movie ever, but I think a 7's fair. What about you, Tabby?
I gave it a 6. So
That's a 7.
That's a 7 by
It's a
anybody
strong
else's.
6.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Nice. All right. Are you guys ready for next week's?
Yeah. What's next?
For next week, I am bringing to you guys School of Rock.
Okay.
With Jack Black. This is one of his first movies that like did really well.
Yeah, and I remember you were very sad that I hadn't seen it already.
Well, it's because it's very like music. Like he teaches kids how to play music and fall in love with music, and it's music that I've heard on your playlists before.
Okay. Oh man, now I'm really excited.
So like, and then there's fun things too, which I won't like. I'm not going to spoil like a ton of it, but like, one of the songs, and I'm going to spoil a fun fact, but like one of the songs at the end of the movie that they play, like they couldn't get the rights to it.
No way.
So because it's I won't spoil it, but it's a band that just historically just doesn't license out their music that often.
Sure.
So Jack Black called them and was like, "Hey, I promise you, like this is going to be very tasteful, like really well done." And they gave him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go the other route and say they just did a cover of it.
No, well, I mean they do. All of the songs are covers technically,
Sure.
but like they don't even let people do covers generally.
Wow. Okay.
So
All right, I'm pumped now.
yeah. So I will warn you though.
Double fingers are up.
Okay. So much like we discussed with Kindergarten Cop, there's parts where you're like, man, this teacher would never be allowed to go undercover.
That's just like a thing of its time, though, I think.
So just remember that when you're watching this.
Okay.
Because
it's like 10 things I hate about you, right?
Yes. Yeah. I promise you this movie is going to be so much better because like the last time I watched it which was within the last year or two, the whole time I'm like, there's no way they would ever let this guy be a substitute teacher for this long.
Yeah.
So as long as you can just like
suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, suspend your disbelief. It's going to be a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right. Well, until next time, it's been a real pain.
Bye.
Bye.
This episode was brought to you by Storyline Multimedia, and special thanks to Matthew Purcell for making and producing our theme song.